Hi guys, good afternoon. Welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in today's video, I'd like to welcome you to another edition of my mini-series, How to Get Excited For, where in today's video, I'll be giving you guys suggestions, recommendations, and tips on how to get excited for the upcoming Marvel film, Logan, which is set to hit theaters next Friday, March 3rd, nationwide. It's gonna be good, hopefully. Now, Excuse me. Now, I know a lot of people are hesitant or reluctant to get excited for solo Wolverine films because, let's face it, they've been pretty disappointing. The only solo Wolverine film that I saw, and I did not really care for it except for the very end because it was a teaser post-credit scene that was teasing Days of Future Past. That was the only scene that I liked from that movie. The only thing I liked about it was the Wolverine. I never saw X-Men Origins Wolverine. I heard nothing but bad things about it, which is why I never bothered watching it. I hear they totally ruined and butchered the Deadpool character, and I can certainly understand why people pined for Ryan Reynolds to play the character right after all these years, and of course he finally got to do so in last year's blockbuster Deadpool. So with that being said, unfortunately Wolverine's a pretty cool character, but he's got a bad history of having pretty crappy solo films. Putting that aside at the moment, Logan, I've heard, has gotten incredible views. In fact, a close source told me that he got to look over and read the script, the finalized version of the script, and he told me that this is like the best Wolverine film yet. This is like they saved the best for last. And that's what a lot of the early reviews and reactions have been, that Logan is the best Wolverine film or the best Marvel Fox film ever. That's a pretty big statement because X2 was amazing, Days of Future Past was great, X-Men Apocalypse was pretty damn good, but to say Logan is the best Marvel Fox film, that's a pretty big statement. So, and I wasn't totally sold on it at first, but if you watch my previous reaction video to the second trailer they released a few weeks ago, you'll see that, that trailer got me way more pumped and excited than the first one did. So, how do you want to fill the time before next Friday, before you see the movie? Well, here are a few suggestions for you. Now, you may fall into the category of people who actually like the solo Wolverine films, which is totally fine. That's your choice. So, of course, you could watch X-Men Origins Wolverine, or you could watch The Wolverine, where he fights the Silver Samurai, or you can do what I'm going to do and just watch one of your favorite X-Men films, because he's usually one of the center characters in those movies. For me personally, I'll probably watch X2 to get in the mood. I may watch this that Thursday night or just sometime next week right before Logan hits theaters, before I see it at least, because this is my personal favorite X2 movie. I think it's probably the best one. As much as I enjoy Days of Future Past and Apocalypse, X2, in my opinion, will always be the best X-Men film. And obviously, look at that. Wolverine's right there, dead in center in the middle. And of course, he's a huge character in this film. I'm sure most of you or many of you have seen it. If you haven't seen it, it's a great watch. Highly recommended. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Even a couple of people who prefer Marvel over Marvel Fox have said this is probably one of the better Marvel Fox movies. So I would recommend watching this if you've got it in your DVD inventory. I'm just using this one as an example because this is the only X-Men film I physically own. You may have the entire trilogy or franchise on Blu-ray and DVD already, and you can watch any of those films, or you could just watch one of your favorites, because one of them or all of them at some point or another will feature the character Wolverine, either as a main character or as a brief cameo. The more cameo appearances, spoiler alert by the way, more cameo appearances like X-Men First Class or X-Men Apocalypse, which was an epic cameo, by the way. That was such a great scene, so fun. And then I know a lot of people are confused as to the timeline of Logan. Now, to my understanding, this movie is supposed to take place after pre-Days of Future Past. It's supposed to be 2029, I think. I don't know why Professor X is dying and why Logan is finally aging. I'm not at all familiar with the storyline Well, not really, but I know it's based off of the popular comic book with a similar name, Old Man Logan. And that's something else that you can do to get yourself in the mood. I personally do not own a copy of it, but if you own a copy of the original graphic novel, Old Man Logan, give that a read. Maybe you're reading it already, or maybe you've never read it and you would like to. Give that a read. That'll probably get you good and ready and primed for Logan. However, I'm not sure how closely they'll follow the comic book source material, so that might not be the best idea because you may ruin or reveal or spoil something for yourself. But who knows? With movies, it's hard to tell. But I'm personally more excited for it than I was before with that second trailer. It got me pumped, and then it's really reassuring and hopeful to hear that it's getting great reviews and people are saying it's the best Wolverine film to date or ever, really. And I guess it's kind of like the old saying goes, save the best for last. So that's what I would, that's what I'm hoping for, is that they save the best for last. Now, Hugh Jackman has repeatedly stated that this is indeed the very last Wolverine film, or X-Men film, really, where he will portray Wolverine. So, let's really soak it in and enjoy it, because the man has been playing this character for 17 years. Since 2000 all the way up till now, he has been our Wolverine. There's been no other versions or renditions of him on the big screen or little screen. He is our Wolverine. And I'm curious, now he did say he'd gladly replay the character if Marvel ever got the rights back to X-Men from Fox one of these days. However, that may not happen for a very, very long time. And if it does happen, they'll most likely go with a new actor. But who knows? The possibilities are endless. But final recommendations, I would say watch your favorite X-Men film. For me personally, it's X2, or maybe more recently, X-Men Days of Future Past or Apocalypse. Both of them are fun, exciting movies. You'll have a good time while watching them. And like I said, Wolverine is usually a central character, or he'll have an epic cameo at least one of these X-Men films. So that's that. I know it doesn't seem like much, but I still wanted to give you guys some ideas in case those of you were wondering what to do to fill the time between now and when Logan comes out. All right, you guys, have a great rest of the week, and if I don't see you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos of how to get excited for upcoming films and television premieres. And don't forget to check out my Facebook page in the description down below. I think you'll like what you see. Logan hits theaters this Friday, March 3rd, nationwide. I'm sure tickets are on sale at this point. Let's hope they really did save the best for last. All right, guys, if I don't see you again this weekend, although I probably will, I'll do my Walking Dead episode review Sunday night, so watch out for that. Have a great weekend if I don't see you, and of course, as always, until next time, may the Force be with you.